Welcome to my Crusadia Dragon Link video. This is my actually very first YouTube video on this channel. So this is going to be a tutorial on my deck, and this also has a tutorial on like combos that you can make going first and second. I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe and hit that little bell. And now to the video. So we just have our basic Crusadia package, so because this is almost pure, but just take a few extra Dragon Link combos to do it. This is currently during the October-November 2020 format, so LB hasn't been banned yet. Thank God, because I love that card, but it'll probably get banned because Dragon Link is the current meta. And then Rusty Bardish just got unbanned because of Phantom Rage coming out next month. So this is just really the basic, really the best Crusadia monster. You can add one from your graveyard back to your hand. It's a dragon monster, that's what's great, and it's level 4. So that's always a good card. So at our next one we have Arborea. It's a tuner. I don't have enough money to buy Halper 5-rack, so if I did, I would 100% include it. This protects any of your Crusadia monsters. First off, it's level 3 tuner, and it can special summon itself like all Crusadia monsters. Maximus, same thing, it doubles attack for Crusadia Link monster. Special summon it light, level 4, that's good for Chaos Dragons. Reclusia, it is just a generic destroy, and Crusadia level 3. So like a lot of the Crusaders are level 3 and 4, and then Link monsters. I only played 2 Crusadia Leonis because it's, in my opinion, the worst one, and I play a 42 card deck. So you don't want to see this one, you just want to see as a name, just because it can start off your combos and extend your combos, but it's not that good. So this is your 4-mid skipper. I was running at 3 for a while, but it was a little bit like it showed up too much, like off your Saryuja draws, and it isn't the best. So there's that. Parallel Exceed, it's a great extender. It gets you into rank 4 Exceed monsters. You don't really play any in your main extra deck, but you do play it in your side deck, or you can play if you want. I don't have enough money for Traptrix Flasia and Gravedigger's Trap Hole. If I did, I would 100% play it because Parallel Exceed gets you over rank 4. Now, dragon stuff. So we have white dragon and black dragon, just because they're really good dragons. We have darkness metal, because that goes really well with your Saryuja. Chaos space, I would play 3 of these, but I only can afford 1. We have kaijus to summon off Saryuja, because you can just add a Kaido Waterfront, because this is just a great negate. And since your main Saryuja is just really good to have, so since, like I said before, Rusty Bardish is currently unbanned, and I don't currently own Fogblade because it's kind of expensive at the moment, just because Bardish is unbanned and everyone wants to play it. So this is just for basic ones, so just a couple extra interruptions. 3 Pot Desires, you play basically 2 of everything at least, besides your 1 Boots, because it's not that important if it gets banished, or your Kaiju monster, because it is just, those are just like extra like negates, and then there's many routes you can go if you banish certain things. So for my 1 set of 2-0s, so Cosmic Cyclone, just good negates. Just Mystic Mind's been running around a lot recently, and Stun. So just being able to get spells and traps off the board without using monster effects. Rhoda, because you can get your Crusadia Arborea, Monster Reborn. It's Monster Reborn, nothing to say there. Regeki, I mean, sure you can do Lightning Storm or anything. This can be anything, this is just a card I like, and it's useful. You are playing a combo deck, and this card recently got limited to 1. I would 100% play 3 of this. That's what I was playing before the most recent ban list, but it's currently at 1, so we can only play 1 of that. Pankratops, this is also just a filler card, really. It's a really good card, and I'd highly encourage playing it. Veiler, Red Anaconda, and Dragoon still in the game. That's something to stop it, and then this is just a good stop for almost anything, really. And Ash, I would play more of this. I'm 13 and I can't play that much. So this is it for the main deck. It's 42 cards. Now on to the side, or the extra deck. So for the main combo, you need 2 Magius, just because just in case if it gets Veilered or something, or like you need just like to bounce back. Spatha, you just need that because for LP, you need to be able to move it. So this is probably the biggest choke point, but if you were able to play Rafflesia like I would recommend, you can stop hand traps. Like using that, we have Saryuja, just of hand fix. It's just an overall amazing card, and then has 3 link arrows because of Crusadia cards. They bounce right back, and they're just really good cards in my opinion. So we got IP Masquerena combo. So Nightmare Unicorn and Phoenix, and then IP Masquerena. I just like these a lot. It's got really good link arrows, so even if like your Magius gets Veilered, it just does a good combo. Like you can go into Magius, and then you can special summon a Crusadia from your hand, and then you can go into Spatha and then get 2 more monsters out, and then go into this, and then you'll still have an extra monster in your field, so you can go in either of these. Because this one shuffles back into the deck anything on the field, and then this one destroys the spell trap. So just my negates, the negates right here. So we have F8 on Dragster because of a Synchro, because of the tuner monsters. We have Appaloosa. You can easily get a 4 negate Appaloosa on your first turn, and depending on your hand and what you draw Saryuja, you can get Appaloosa. I've gotten it once, like this is probably the best hand I've gotten. I got a 4 negate Appaloosa. I was able to get my Saryuja back on the field, and I had an Abramax on my field. And then also you got Don Dragster, because it's a generic like level 7, and you can just negate stuff with that. So we have, this is my stuff for Rusty Bardish. So you get the 2 Fog Blades, which are just good generic negates for monsters, and then this one just because we don't run that many dark monsters in this deck, and the best time to actually make your Bardish is when you have LP. You have LP, Red Eyes Dark Metal Dragon, and then you have your Draco, because you can go with this. You can get LP. You link LP and you link LP and the Draco in this, because you can only summon dragon monsters, and then you have this and Darkest Metal on your field, so you can summon this. And then just 2 boss monsters for this deck. You have Borolo Dragon. I would say Boral Sword, but I don't have enough money for that. I was actually fortunate enough to pull a one of these back in the day when this was like actually kind of expensive. And then I got Abramax. This is just first off, it's a Crusadia monster, great arrows, and then if you summon it using IP Masquerena, it's virtually unkillable. Like you have to normal summon a Blue Eyes basically. And then I would replace this for Rafflesia, just because this is what gets you back on new Nibiru because it summons the token. Nibiru summons the token in your field. You can link off this, and then since it's a link arrow pointing down, you can just combo off from there. So that's it for the main and side deck, or main and extra deck. Yeah. So we're going into Arborea. So we're gonna summon Arborea first, and link 1 into Magus. So then you're gonna chain this. So link 1, link 1, chain link 2, so you can for sure get this Surge, and then the second Parallel Exceed doesn't matter really. So Parallel Exceed, you get the second one, and then I would just say Maximus because it's a light monster. So with our current field, I feel like the best route to go would be going into Saryuja, because then we can spin this one back, so this one becomes more effective because then we can discard that one. So I would do now is Spatha, because we already know we're gonna get at least 4 things on the board right now. So then we can summon Draco, get Arborea back because we still haven't special summoned this one. Then we're gonna link 1 into LP since we have the special summon here, and then this is where Spatha comes in very useful. You can cheek and move this LP over here, and then since they're 2 pointing to there, you can summon out Red's Darkest Metal. That's probably like the best dragon in the deck because it's just it's a monster once per turn, hard once per turn on a monster reborn for dragons. So if you can leave that on your field and you've already used Saryuja, you can just summon your Saryuja back on your next turn. And also it special summons dragons from your hand, which is really nice as well. And then LP can summon from hand or deck. So something I like to do sometimes, like if I draw into Red's Darkest Metal, so I summon a Draco from deck. So in other words, like pretend this was in my deck, so I summon this, and if this is my hand, I banish LP, because when you have LP on your field, you only summon dragon monsters, and then you can get that, so it's different. So right here, this is where you go into Saryuja, because we have Collapse in here, and a ton. We have good monster hand that we haven't summoned any of them yet. So Saryuja. So let's see, Kaido, Waterfront. Oh, since we're going first. Ooh. So, okay, so we can put these 2 back and this. So, put these on the bottom of our deck, and then we can special summon this, place this on our field. So this is just an extra negate. I like playing it because you can get to it from Kaido to Waterfront. And we haven't special summoned our Arborea yet, and then we can use Chaos Base to dump that to actually add the straight back, and then we can special summon this by banishing this from our graveyard, and then we have 1, 2, 3. So right here I would actually not do that. I would go into a Dawn Dragster, and then send these to the graveyard, and then Collapse Serpent adds White Dragon, Wyvern Buster. Oh, that was the top card on our rack. So this is in our hand. So that's the only card in our hand. And then, which is what's nice, is we can special summon this out by banishing Collapse Serpent. But then we can banish this, return this to the bottom of our deck, and then we can special summon a monster, or we can add a card from our hand. So just use it, because why not? Just in case if somehow Kyoto Waterfront is destroyed. And if you wanted to, you could add Mystic Mine just in case. Like just for like strategy, like if they somehow destroy every single card you have on your field, which is like probably really, or that's kind of hard. So this is in your hand. So you have one card. So if you wanted to, you can go into. So what you can do from here, so you can go into Masquerena by using any of these monsters, because you can't use that. You can go into a Tunegate Appaloosa, or that's normally what I would do, just because that's the best, because that is just the negate on everything, really. We have spell negates, we have our spell and trap negates, monster negates. And if you really needed to, you can go into other things. So that's, let's see, how many negates is this off the bat? So this is full, so that's 1, 2, so it's 2 off that, and then say like something else like gets the graveyard, so that's, I would say at least 3. We have another 3 with this, so that's 6 already, and then 7, 8. That's 8 negates, and I wouldn't even say that's that good of a hand. We did draw into a few things that weren't the best. So on to our next one. So I made a mistake in my last recording of this part, but this is just the hand I started off with, so we're going to activate Kyoto Waterfront just because it's a great start or thing to play off with, because you get the counters on there earlier. So you go to Skippy, we already have Parallel Exceed, so this is a Crusadia monster, but it can basically become one. So you can activate its effect with any Crusadia extract monster. So you want to reveal anyone besides Magius, because you can't use Magius as the material. So we're going into, we're going to link into Magius. And then we are going to actually go into this is going to be Chain Link 1, or this is going to be Chain Link 1, and this is going to be Chain Link 2. So in other words, you get to add a Skippy, or not Skippy, a Exceed, and you get a special summon an Exceed actually. Oh, I just realized something. You also, depending if you're what your opponent's playing, you would have that on your field. So then you also do get the search of Draco. You get Draco, and then you can Chain Link 2 into Gamma Seal. And this would be in a different zone. So then you can now summon this. So you would summon Leonis first, and then you would just go into a Link 4 of Saryuja. Draw 4. Ooh, okay. So we're going to put back Parallel Exceed. Yeah, I would just say put back these 3. So what I would do here, I can special summon this right there. Then I can special summon itself in its mode. And then link into LP. And then, since I already have Radiant's Darkness Metal, I can just special summon another Draco. And then Draco actually will allow me to add a Leonis back. we already special summon this one. And then since we already have LP on our field, we don't want to go back into more dragons, so we're gonna go into Darkest Spell and then summon back this, and then we can go just into, that's link 2 of IP Masquerena, and then we can go into a link 2 of either like Phoenix or Spath. I'll probably go into Phoenix since we already special summon that. We can pop a Speller Trap, and then we can actually summon this. I would of course activate Regeki on whatever they have, and then what we can do here is actually go into an Avermax with these two. This is not exactly, actually, so this is 5,000 and 3,000. So, because this can get over anything, and then also you can banish top and then cards your deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do 5, draw 2. That's probably the worst draws you could have gotten, because then you have all 3 of your access to that. So basically that's 8,000 damage easily if they have one monster on their field. And then yeah, so this is my Crusadia combos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good day. Bye.